Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to use middleware for JWT authentication in NestJS. I will create an app from scratch so that you guys can have a very good idea on how to create everything from scratch. Yeah, let's get started. First things first, I have created one sample project called first as well, from which I will be copying a lot of code because it's very difficult for me to remember each and everything. So I have created a basic application using this particular command npx@nestjs CLI new, and first is the application name, but you can change it to whatever you feel like. You can also install the nestjs CLI command globally, but yeah, I don't like doing that, that's why I'm using npx. Okay, once that is done, we will be creating two modules. One is for user and one is for reports. So I will just copy first this particular command. Make sure you have cd'd into your app, so I have already done that. I will just run this particular command and it should create a users folder for me inside the src folder. So hopefully anytime soon. So here you can see it has created the users folder. Then I will create the reports folder as well. So same thing, it will create the reports folder as well. So it has created that. Then I will create a controller for users. I will just copy this, I'll paste it over here. So basically my what I'm trying to achieve is that I will have a sign up and sign in route which will give me the token. I don't want to apply middleware to sign up and sign in route, but for all other API routes I want to apply the middleware. So that's the intentions. Now I will create controller for reports as well, and I'll paste it over here. I'll click on enter. So this is done. Then I will create a service for users as well. I will show you the file in a bit, so just be patient. Here I have created one for use service users and one for reports as well. Okay, same command. Okay, so once that is done, we have to install few dependency. First is type ORM because I want to communicate with the database. Okay, and type ORM as well as NestJS type ORM, and for database I'm using SQLite just to get things quickly up and running. And for sending data, like to create DTOs and communicate with that, I'm using class transformer as well as class validator, but you don't really need this. I like using them because it makes my life a little bit more easier. That's why I'm installing all these dependencies. Okay, let the dependencies be installed. Once that is done, we will have to create this user entity.ts and reports.ts. So inside the user folder I will create user entity.ts, and inside the reports folder I will create reports.entity.ts. so these two files are created. Okay, then firstly I will again, like I told you, I will be copying a lot of code from my particular folder. So I'll go to src. Firstly I'll go to users first, and here I will create this DTOs. So one is for create user DTO. Okay, so inside users folder I will create a folder called DTOs, and I will firstly create user.dto. okay, then there is update user.dto.ts file as well. Again, I don't think I will be using it, but yeah, just so that I have created it in my old project, that's why I'm using it. I will try to show you as little as possible so that you guys also don't get confused. Okay, so I'll close everything and I'll quickly open these three files for now. Okay, so for create user it takes an email and password. Okay, so I'll just paste it over here. So this is done. Next is update user. Again, it takes an email as well as password. Both of these are optional, so it can take either one of this. So again, I'll just paste it over here. Okay, then there is this user DTO. So it takes an ID. So this will be actually our database. So ID, email and token. So I'll expose this, but this would be like what exactly we are presenting it to the user. Okay, so it takes an ID. So whenever I'm showing some data, I will show ID, email as well as token, but actually I'm only showing the token, so I'll leave it up to you how exactly you want to show it. Then we will go to user controller.ts. okay, I'll just copy paste some code. Okay, and I will go to user controller.ts. I'll paste it over here. Now you can ignore these three as well as this one. I mean, you can uncomment it, but I want to keep things simple. So basically here, as you can see, there are so these are all the imports. You can copy paste this import. It will take an user service, so we have to define all this method inside user service. So one I have defined for sign up, one is sign in. So these are not they don't have this middleware, whereas this who am I will have a middleware and it will take a request. So our middleware will send this request to who am I route, and from that particular token itself we will be decoding this particular user. Hopefully you are getting the point what I'm trying to say. In case not, once I have completed the code, you will get a much more better idea. Okay, so now I will go to user entity.ts, user module, and user service. Okay, so I'll just open these three files. So first one is user entity. So here we are actually defining the table inside our database. So it will have an user will have an ID, email, and password. So I'll just copy that. Okay, so this is done. Next we have this user service.ts. So I'll just copy that and I'll paste it over here. Okay, I'll show you the code in a bit. And last is user module.ts, which I will again copy it and I'll paste it over here. Okay, I'll close this. So firstly just open this over here. Okay, and here firstly if you see inside user module.ts, we are first including JWT. I think I have not installed this particular dependency, so I'll quickly install npm install @NestJWT. So it will install this dependency and we have to register our JWT. So this is my JWT secret. You can change it to whatever you feel like, and it is global is true and expires in 60 hours. Okay, so change this time to whatever you feel like seconds or minutes, whatever. You can also register this inside the app module.ts. I have noticed few of people registering, like importing it over here, but I think for my use case this is fine. But yeah, in case if you are facing some issue related to dependency injection, you can cut this entire thing, okay, and paste it inside the imports of your app module.ts. But for now I'll just keep it over here. Then coming back to user service.ts, so here you can see these are all the imports and it is taking the user repository. Then here is for creating an email. So here we are basically creating an email. This is for signing up. Okay, so this is how we sign up the user. Again, I am just creating a token. I'm not going into much details because this video is about creating middleware. I have already explained all this stuff in my previous videos of how to create a REST API with NestJS. This is for sign in. Okay, and this is who am I. Okay, just verify. Again, I don't think I'm really using this. But yeah, this is for finding one, find by email. Now for all these API routes, I haven't assigned this like middleware authentication JWT. Just like I have applied it for who am I, you can do the same thing for find one, find by email, update and remove as well. Okay, so if I go to user controller, let's see what errors do I have. Don't really have any errors. These are import errors, which is fine. We can ignore that for now. Okay, next coming back to reports. So again I'll just copy this. We'll have to create a DTOs folder, so I'll just create that. Next I will create a folder called create report.dto.ts, and I will copy it and I will paste it over here. Okay, then I will open this controller entity module and service file as well. I will just copy the code for now. So this I will go to reports controller, I'll paste it over here. Okay, so this is done, this is done. Then is our reports entity.ts. So I will just copy it over here. So this is the code, and last one is report report service. I'll just, for reports also I will add some that middleware, so that you can't directly create it. Reports.module.ts, I think that is pending. Okay, so I'll just add it over here as well. So hopefully you got the point. So I'll quickly explain it to you. So here in report it takes a name. Okay, here I have created an API routes which take and I'm just passing our name. Okay, ignore this get call. Okay, and here is our I mean you can add the get call as well, up to you. Then here is our report.entity.ts. Here is our report.module.ts. okay, and here is our report.service.ts. hopefully you got the point. Next, let me quickly check, do we need this interceptor? Okay, I'm not really sure if we need this interceptor or not. Okay, cancel, just close other files. Okay, just close other files. What I will do is that I will open app.module.ts, and here firstly we have to import, let's see what exactly we already have. Okay, we have very little code, so I'll just split it to the right hand side. So first, as you can see, I was importing it JWT, but later on I realized it's not really needed for my use case, but in your use case you might need it. So firstly I will add type ORM, so it can create a database for me automatically. I'll just copy all this imports as well, just to save my time. Okay, then if I scroll down, here is our controller, here is our provider, and here I have to configure my middleware. So here you can see I have this particular file called middleware consumer. Sorry, I don't have this file, this is by default from NestJS. This is my file, and here I'm excluding the sign up as well as sign in route, but for all other routes I require this middleware. So if you want to exclude some routes, you can do something like this, but for all other routes it will be applied. So firstly we'll have to implement nest module. So I'll just add this, and then I'll just copy this, okay, and I'll paste it over here. So this is done as well. Again, I'm little confused on why did I create this. Middleware is fine, so I'll just create a file for middleware as well. Hopefully, yeah. So I will create inside src, just a second. So inside src I will create a folder called middleware. Inside that I have to create this particular file. I'll just copy this, I'll paste it over here .ts. okay, so hopefully, let's see, middleware, yeah, I have created this file inside src. okay, this looks fine to me. okay, I'll just open this, I'll copy this code, and then I'll explain it to you guys. So firstly, what I am importing all this stuff, and here we are like because of dependency injection we want this JWT service also, we are marking this as @injectable. Don't know why this is still giving me an error. Let me close and reopen it. Yeah, is it not able to find? This feels more like a VS Code or TypeScript issue. Yeah, middleware, yeah, here you can see now it is able to find it. okay, anyways, coming back to our point, so here we are overriding this particular method, and from that I'm just getting the bearer space, I'm removing that from our authorization, then I'm getting the token. If token is not valid, then we throw this exception, and here we just verify our token. If token is valid, then I'm just assigning it to this request user and calling this next, otherwise I'm throwing exception and I'm returning this back. So if you see inside users, if you want this data what is present inside our token, if you see user controller.ts, inside who am I, I'm taking this request, right, and I'm just returning this back to the user. So in case if you want to use this data, which obviously you will require this data from your JWT token. Still I'm little confused on why I'm using this interceptor. I don't know, let me quickly check if I'm using this interceptor. Okay, I'm using it, but for what? To serialize data. Acha, okay. So what I can do is, because I'm using that class transformer and all that stuff, so I can this is like boilerplate code, so don't worry too much about it, and I'll just copy this and I'll paste it over here, serialize.interceptor.ts. okay, and I'll again copy paste all this code. Don't worry too much about it. Okay, I'll copy this and I'll paste it over here. Hopefully this is not giving me an error. Yeah, so this is fine. Now if I go to user controller, again this is not behaving properly. I can just go to, okay, maybe I have changed the import, that's why. No, so I have to go something like serialize interceptor. Okay, so this is also resolved. Hopefully all issues are resolved. So this is for this. I can just comment this out, and inside, okay, this is fine. So I will just now run npm run start :dev. So this should start. In case if there is any error, it will let me know that as well. Looks like there is no error. Also, if you check here, it should create our SQLite database as well. Okay, I think it is taking a bit of time. I think maybe given that I'm running it for the very first time, it is taking a bit of time. Yeah, so here you can see it has created our database. Again, I can't directly view it from VS Code. Now what I'll do, I'll just go to this auth sign up. It is a post request passing some email ID, email and password. Okay, and if I click on send, here you can see I get the token back. Now okay, for sign in as well, again I'm using the same email ID, password. If I click on send, I get the token back. Now this is our get call, right? And if you remember, now this requires the authorization token. So here is my token. I'll just update it. For first time I won't pass any token. I'll just click on send, not authorized. Okay, and if I click on send now, here you can see it is able to give me the ID as well as the email. Similarly for post request of reports as well, I can do something like suppose I think I need to update this token. I'll just update this token. Again, if I don't send the token, if I click on send, here you can see not authorized. But if I click on send, it has created this. Same for this as well, for getting all the tokens. I will just copy this and I'll click on send, and here you can see I'm able to get all the reports. Now one more thing which I want to show you is, just like I did something like this over here. Okay, we can do the same thing inside reports controller as well, I guess. Reports controller. So here you can see it is taking that, right? I can do, hopefully I can do something like this. I'll import this, and now I can add some check const user, something like this. If you want, you can just typecast it to a proper user which has this ID as well. What exactly was I getting? ID and email, right? So maybe you can create an interface for this, something like this. Create a separate file. This is just for simplicity sake. Email, okay, and what else? ID is number. Okay, ID is number, and I can typecast it like this as user. Okay, now I can do something like this. If user dot id equal to 1, then only I want to create the report. Otherwise I will just throw an exception. Okay, let me see how to throw an exception. Okay, throw something like this, not found exceptions. Anyways, you can just figure out what exactly exception you want to show, but yeah, for me this is fine. Hopefully this should work, hopefully. So yeah, so now I will let our NestJS reload. It has reloaded. Let me try it one more time for post call. Okay, so it has created properly. Now what I'll do is I'll just add one more email ID, sign up. Okay, now I will use this particular token. This should not work. Let me quickly show it to you inside this particular get request as well. I know this is a weird if clause which I have added inside the create post, but here you can see the ID is true. Now I will just change this. Let's see if it works or not. Hopefully it should work. This now should throw an error or something like that. So yeah, user not found. So yeah, this is how you can do authorization, middleware for JWT token authorization. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.